sue this guy. I was going to sue him because he literally tried to destroy my character, my reputation. We went out there and just lied his ass off. And I thought to myself, it was about 2 months into it. I sat back and I started feeling sorry for this guy. Like, really sorry for him. I was going to pull a trigger, sue him, and I said, I'm not going to sue this guy. When you have this dialogue in your head, and these people are judging me off of a freaking 1 minute video, and you're constantly your whole life, when you figured it out, 24, I just gotta, this fucking gotta, and this is just gonna suck. Every day is gonna suck. And live like that, to be better. And I put it this way, I'm in the water is going over my head, the Pacific Ocean, you know it's freezing. February, cold as shit. Been through 3 hell weeks. For you to constantly win, when this voice over here, the real you, is saying, get the fuck out of here, go. I said, for you to be this person who comes on and lies and tries to literally tear down everything I've worked for, you are in a very, very bad place. Come to find out, he was in a very bad mental place. So I get what you're saying. I've learned to study people before I react, because there's no successful person in the world who's in a good headspace that's going to ever attack anyone in that kind of manner. There's always going to be something wrong with them. So you got to always dive a little deeper before you get your feelings hurt, before you get your feelings hurt by that bully at school or that boss at work. Take time. Take that 1 second to pull back and study them. You're nobody. You've always been nobody. And it's true. People don't hear that. That's a true voice. That's the real reality of David Goggins at 24 years old. It's not a false reality. And then you had to create another voice
Yo,
over
what's up,
here
bro?
that it,
What's up, bro? How you doing, bro? Ah, it's so late. It's 11 o'clock. I was working on stuff. Just calling a couple people. I guess just checking on them, honestly. How are you doing, bro? My church looks fucking weird. I'm not liking this shit. Wait, can you hear me now? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, you should be able to hear me. Ah, sorry,
his life is miserable. Who wants to live like that? It's crazy how it's almost
it's
like he's
on.
sick, he's psychotic.
How are
The
you
most
doing, bro?
frustrating thing in the world
There
for
we
me
go.
is when
Fine.
normal people
It's
judge
crazy.
a man like myself on what it really takes to extract greatness from nothing. Back in the day, when I was sometimes getting bullied or in a dark place, how
I'm
sometimes that really
tired.
bothered me. How I would want to
I
talk
really don't want
about
to do
life.
this,
I would
but
want to
I'm gonna do this.
be on there all day explaining myself to people. And how now I'm in a place now where I can hear you
2024, the
and I
month
can
I
actually
made the
enjoy
year
you.
I
I
hate.
can actually know
The
what's
year
going
this shit
on.
moves weird.
I've studied it.
I gotta learn it
So I
though.
don't just like listen to it and like make fun of it,
And three,
but I
okay,
actually
I gotta go
study it
next
because I
day.
was
So
once
it's
that
six
negative person.
percent,
I was once that person
a
who
thousand
saw
dollar
someone
loss, and
successful
2100.
and didn't see
So
how
far, I
other
proved myself
people
like a back test,
because
bro.
it was like, oh, that
My
probably
oh, I forgot
shouldn't
about the note.
doing this.
Ah, I gotta open them
I was
today.
that
Do I
negative
have to open
person.
them today, or can I
I
just
wasn't
fucking run?
there.
I
So I
could,
didn't want to
okay,
work to get there.
okay.
And all these
You
people
know, I
would
feel like
come
taking notes
and
today. I'm
like, man,
tired
you
of
got to
shit.
go on social media. And I was like, fuck you, man.
But I woke her eighty
Like, I'm not,
percent.
it's poison. It's poison because I knew what I
Wait, let
did
me see.
to
Oh, I
get
forgot
where
about.
I am. And
Ah,
I
I
want
gotta
to
open.
have these
Okay,
people
yeah,
as
Maya's here.
normal
Wait,
as
how you
me
guys doing though? Like, why is nobody talking in my
without
chat? What's up,
lazy.
guys?
And
Come on, let's
exactly
start
what I
something.
was, judging me. Because I know it, because I was once them. all my hard work, all my dedication. I'm gonna have some normal dude get his little brownie, his little ding dong, ho ho Twinkie, sit there with his coffee, picking me apart.
I
Oh,
guess I'll show
this
you how I
guy,
set up my chart, boys.
you know,
First thing I do this, and
how
I
hard it is
actually
for me
on
to put
both
shoes on
both
every damn
charts.
morning, and I'm gonna have you pick me
Um,
apart.
I use these to
So these people
recognize
who hate on people, I've studied them,
buyer pressure and
and
sell
I gained a
pressure.
lot of knowledge from them because I
So you
gained a
see
lot of
how it's
knowledge for myself
54, this is buyer
being in that
pressure,
dark
and the
place.
lower that this
So
is basically sell
yeah,
pressure.
there's there's
People
there's
think that it's a sign of
so much that
reversal.
goes into
If it
this
goes too high, if it
that
goes too
I
low,
was
it's a
like,
sign of
fuck
reversal.
this,
But it
every
can move
day I'm
like
gonna
up to
do
like
it.
5 tick, like
So
I don't
I
want to say
repeat it in
five
a lot of them.
ticks.
I do
It can move
things
up
to
to like
regain my
maybe
knowledge.
like
Like
10
there's
points.
this
Is like
guy
this is
at the
like
boxing gym called
17
Goggins. This
down
guy from
here.
SEAL Team 6
So it's like
who
what,
went out
3
there
move?
when I started becoming more famous. He went out there and just tried to
Yeah.
destroy me.
Oh, why is not
Tried to
my
really
shit on
destroy
my
me. Talked about how, he just
There we go.
totally lied. Totally lied. Had to get
Okay.
a lawyer against him, all kind of shit.
Oh,
And
he's
I was
charging him
getting ready to
choppy,
sue this
but
guy.
that's
Not even
alright.
great. I was going to sue him because he literally tried to
Guys,
destroy
look at the bebop
my
is
character,
broken.
my reputation. We went out there and just
I don't
lied,
want to
this
say it, but I think
asshole.
that this can make it a profitable trader all
And I
at
thought to
once.
myself, it was about 2 months into it. I sat back and I started feeling
I
sorry
don't know
for this
why I
guy.
believe that. That's not that
Like,
might be
really
stupid. The
sorry
fuck
for
is
him.
on
I
mine
was,
now?
I was going to pull a trigger, sue him. And I said,
Oh,
I'm
it's
going to
actually
sue this guy.
lows. Damn. Gotta wait for the
And I'm
day to
having this
get
dialogue with him.
restarted. So
And these people are judging me off of a
it,
fucking
this should
1 minute
take
video.
reverse for me, baby.
And you're
No, not gonna reverse
constantly
me.
your
Gonna
whole life,
okay,
when you
fuck me.
figured it out, you're
Okay,
like,
that's
well,
cool.
I
I'm
just
gonna do it every
got
day anyway.
this fucking got it. And this is just gonna suck. Every
Alright.
day it's gonna suck. And live like that to be better. And I put this way, I'm in the water. The water's going over my head. The Pacific Ocean, it's freezing. February, cold as shit. Been through 3 hell weeks.
Yeah.
For you to constantly win,
ABB. What the
win,
hell is this? What?
when this
Said
voice
for
over
sure, my
here,
bad.
the
I
real
saw
you,
that. Okay.
is saying, get the fuck
Wait,
out of
we
here.
missed you.
Go.
Wait, we missed
I
you.
said,
We
for
just.
you to be
My,
this person who comes on and lies and tries to literally tear down everything I've worked for,
hopefully, they don't think I'm
you
gonna
are
be
in
in that
a
and
very,
thing all day. I don't
very
know.
bad place.
I'll come and
Come
chat,
to find
but
out, he was
I got better
in a
shit on
very
my
bad
mind.
mental place. So I get what
Better
you're
stuff
saying.
on my mind. Anyway, I'll
I've
try to finish the
learned to
video.
study people before I react. Because there's no successful person in the world who's in a good headspace that's going to ever attack anyone in that kind of manner. There's always going to be something wrong with them. So you got to always dive a little deeper before you get your feelings hurt. Before you get your feelings hurt by that bully at school or that boss at work, take time. Take that 1 second to pull back and study them. You're nobody. You've always been nobody. And it's true. People don't hear that. That's a true voice. That's the real reality of David Goggins at 24 years old. It's not a false reality. And then you had to create another voice over here that is saying you're better than that other voice. And you're in the freezing cold water that both voices don't want to fucking be in. But you win. And it goes from the water to the studying, to the running, to losing weight, to how you eat, to how you function as a man. Every day of your life, you're winning these battles. Most people who are in good places, they don't care about what you're doing. They don't care about what you're doing. They don't try to destroy you. They actually will try to build you up versus destroy who you are as a person. So that's where I'm at now in life, is most people who do that, they're in a very dark, dark place. And then I have normal people who only have one voice. Never created the second voice. The winning voice is the second voice. They have one voice. And that's just, I'm a piece of shit. And that's all they hear. And then they judge people like me who are out here trying to be better. It's something that I can never really, it's a frustrating thing for me. Because I know the majority of people. I know what goes on in the brain because I studied the mind almost more than you. Because I'm a practitioner. So for you to be a piece of shit and come out of that, you don't just come out of it. You spend decades studying your mind and the human mind. Most of us fail in life because we're afraid of what everyone around you is thinking. That's 100% truth. So we live by the narrative of other people. When I first called a recruiter to be a Navy SEAL and I was 297 pounds, the first recruiter looked at me and said, "You're not gonna be able to make this, man." So what he was doing was he was projecting his energy on me. He knew he couldn't be a fucking Navy SEAL. So God help this black guy, because I was only the 36th African American to make it through in over 70 years. How's this black fat guy gonna make it through in my ass? He wasn't even willing to try. So he's projecting it. So a lot of us who are negative people, all we do is project how we feel on other people. So what happens is that there's a lot of negative people walking around the planet Earth who are afraid to try. Because a lot of people are very negative in this world.
And as you said, how do you put that in a book?
It's impossible.
Because it's highly individual.
Yes.
You do it your way.
Yes.
And you're saying everyone needs to go figure out how to do it their way for them.
Yes. And the thing about being misunderstood is very frustrating. More than I can even imagine. I can't even express how frustrating it is when the cussing and everything comes from a place of real. I can't explain what I do without it. The passion comes out of me. It's almost like speaking in tongues. Because when you put that much work, and people go, "Oh yeah, there's been this basketball player, this football player, this..." Dude, no. We are afraid to fail. Why? I told you, man. Shouldn't even tried it, dude. Just chill out, relax. Why are you so crazy? Why are you so obsessed? So all that stuff drives the quitting mind, I call it. The mind wants to quit. The mind's tired. The mind's deserving. The mind thinks it's very deserving. So yes, the biggest problem in this world is other people, not yourself. It's other people in your head. They are puppet mastering you pretty much on your life. And then I'm sitting at a table with all these smart people who are telling me what to do and shit and guiding me through my life now when I'm 40 fucking years old. I was 40 something years old, now I'm 49. And I'm looking at them all, and they're now trying to guide me on what's right, on this poison. And so, yeah, what you say is right, but for me, it was more of, I know now. I don't need you to guide my future. I know what's good for me and what's bad for me. And for me, it took every bit of focus I could. And I know social media, that's why people love to go on there, because they want to show you the good side of life.
Is that why you've talked a lot in this podcast about getting rid of noise, quiet, alone? Is that part of that equation?
It's all a part of it.
Yeah.
Because I realized once I was talking to myself the right way and all this shit wasn't in my mind, wow. I went from this piece of shit kid who thought he was dumb, not successful, insecure, who stuttered when I first saw somebody, to a person who can now do all these things just because I now control my own mind. I'm not teaching good side of life. So I had to figure out a way when I came on in 2016 of teaching you what life really is for the majority of us is hell. And so while people love to show you the cars and the house and the vacations and shit, all that's good, all that's happy. I'm gonna show you the side that I know most of you are going through. And people hide very well. I don't want to hide anymore. I hid it for 24 fucking years. When you get to the point where you really fucking don't care,
You don't have to say.
you're dangerous. You become very, very dangerous. I'm not saying don't care like, I don't care if I do that. No, when you don't care about other people and how they view you, about how you walk, how you talk, how you dress, where you want to go with your life. Growing up, I didn't want to tell anybody I wanted to be in the military. Because why? Some of my black friends, I was afraid of what they think. Why you want to join the fucking military, man? Why the fuck you want to do that shit? I was afraid of what other people thought about me. So now, when I go in the military, I didn't know you want to fucking join the military. Yeah, I didn't tell you because I was afraid of what you thought. Once again, man, you're allowing other people to shackle your mind. It's the worst thing in the world. Human beings want to show you the best side. and they want to hide the worst side. For me, I'm going to teach you how to be vulnerable, because that's the only way you fix yourself. You don't fix yourself by coming out here and me selling you some fucking books. That's why I don't have them. I forgot them. I'm glad people got something from the book. I want you to learn that the only way you grow is how to look at yourself and say, okay, like I did. Table longer than this. What the fuck I have to do to get somewhere? There was nothing good on there. Nothing. And I'm like, you know what, man? Fuck this, man. Like, what am I training for?
Yeah.
I have no race on the docket. Why am I having this such a structured life? Why? And I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I'm done. I retire every day.
Yeah.
I'm done with this shit. And I sit around and I say, okay. And then this is my thought process. So you want to be normal. So you just want to be like everybody else that roams the world, not knowing the power that's in them. Being fine with being mediocre. You want to go back to who you were, huh, David? I'm like, fuck that, man. So when I speak, the motherfucker and the fuck and shit and that is what it took for me, what it takes for me. The anger, the passion, the jaw-dropping, just it takes that, because I'm not that. I see a whole bunch of people walking around out here who have no idea how talented they truly are. Now I'm talking about talent, like some God-given ability. Talent that sometimes you have to hone, you have to work on, and you have to harness yourself. And they just walk around just on their phones, just clueless to how powerful they are. Yeah, I love playing basketball. I left that out. That's something I love to do. I don't care about that. That didn't make the fucking list. Because the list that I had to live by was the very list that was to get me at this table with you. To talk to you, to the normal human beings which I once was, about how you can get somewhere and how it looks. It looks very ugly. The one thing that made me who I am today is being vulnerable. It's breaking myself down to the absolute rock bottom and being able to tell people who I am. And that's how I fixed it. Literally, being able to look somebody in the eye and say, you know what, man, I have a whole bunch of character problems, character flaws. I've lied about this. I've cheated here. I'm insecure here. This isn't the real me. I lied to you about that. I wanted your acceptance in life. All those things happen, but the thing about it is that we get judged so quickly by who we are. We don't know. We don't go to where it happened. The biggest thing you have to do is shut off technology. You have to go dark. And what I mean by that is you have to be quiet in your mind. Get away from people. We love being around people. We love talking. We love parties. We love all that shit. It's okay to be alone. It's also okay to be unhappy. It's okay to be unhappy sometimes, man. It's okay to say, you know what, man, I'm fucked up. So you gotta go to the truth first. Who are you? Get really accountable and say, okay, who am I? What's the truth about me? Get to that dark place in your mind. Figure out, it may take months, it may take years. Figure out your purpose. Figure out what you want to be in life. And then from there, okay, I have my purpose. It may take a long time. No one knows their purpose because it's too loud. You know, life created this person, me. Life created me to be this fucked up person that I was back in the day. And I had to realize, man, that's okay, man. It's not my fault. Now I gotta go back and fix this shit though. Mm-hmm. So a lot of this isn't your fault, why you do some things you do, why you feel the way you feel. But no one's coming back to save your ass. You have to go back to where the shit started, wherever that place is for everybody, and have the courage to go back there and start fixing what broke you. Find your purpose. From there, all right, you gotta start planning. People love the planning phase because it's very comfortable. And then from the planning phase, you gotta go to execution. So the execution phase, what we all hate, because that's where the real work begins, and that's when the failure happens, and the failure. The most important conversation is the one you have with yourself. You wake up with it, you walk around with it, you go to bed with it. Eventually, you act on it. Sometimes you act on it good, sometimes bad. You gotta change the internal dialogue. That person in your head that's talking that shit to you, until you change the internal dialogue in your head, until you callous over the victim's mentality that the world is out to get you because of you are the only, you gotta change that shit, man.
Yeah, but you don't understand my life, David.
Yeah, I do. So that's the thing about it. And that's why I can talk about it. But yeah, I get what you're saying. A lot of folks don't I get that mentality. I once had that mentality that no one understands what the fuck I'm going through. And if you keep that mentality, you're gonna stay in the same exact spot that you're in, that no one understands me. There's millions of people. I'm at peace with myself. The things I do for fun are like me bettering myself.
Yeah.
I love sports, I love watching sports, but I also love accomplishing and overcoming myself every day. Because every day is a battle. Every day is a battle because your mind wants to choose the path of least resistance. Every day. But you don't become better by ever doing that. You become normal. And I don't want to be normal. So it may not be a life for everybody, but I find a lot of peace in not being normal in my life. The greater the suffer, the greater the peace I found. But you have to reflect on where you came from the dungeon of hell that I came from. I had to reflect on that shit to find final peace and be able to say, wow, motherfucker, if you die in this bed at 40 years old, I'm the happiest motherfucker in the world because I did it. I pissed people off along the way. Some people don't like me, Merry Christmas, whatever. But you can finally look in the fucking mirror and you can cuss on damn rich roll shit and don't care what they say about you and be happy with it. So every morning it starts with a run. And that's because that's the one thing I hate to do more than anything in the world. So that's like my cup of coffee. And I'm all about armoring yourself. So the second you leave your house, and the second you open your phone, the second you do any of that shit, you are now letting in poison and cancer. So I make sure a lot of things you can't avoid. So as I get up, I start to armor plate my mind and body. Like a person's going to war, you put your body armor on. That's what I'm doing on that run. I'm waking up and I'm giving myself all this armor. So when I come out in the world, now look at that phone, I'm ready. He's that guy, he's that special guy. Nope, and that's the thing that makes me so pissed off in this world, man. The only thing that gets me mad nowadays is that so many people die with untapped potential because they think that someone else is fucking better than them. And they were born, not with the greatest tools. You don't need shit. You need the ability to fucking grind your ass into a fine fucking powder. And when you're in that fine powder, find a way to build that motherfucker back up repeatedly. And it's possible. I'm not waking up late. I'm not rushing around. I'm not disorganized because I know I'm gonna get hit in the fucking mouth. There's an art to getting hit in the fucking mouth. And that is why these things are important. You have to wake up and you have to give yourself belief. You have to give yourself confidence. So it starts with that run. I used to hate people not liking me. One of the hardest things in the world for me at a young age was, my God, I just want to fit in. I want to fit in. I want you to like me. So that's a horrible fucking place to be in life because you lose yourself. When you want to fit in with people so badly, normal fucking people, no better than you. You do whatever you can to fit in. And that's a bad place to be. You lose yourself in trying to create a character that other people will accept. You have to go to a different focus. The focus has to be so heightened that very few people, they even understand that, but they have it in them. They have it in them to go there, but you have to go to a place of fear, of suffering, of pain, of doubt. And that's when your mind, if it knows it's not gonna quit, it opens up. And once it opens up, that's my 40% rule. Once you can open your mind up when it knows it's not gonna quit, it finds more. It finds more focus, it finds more power, it finds more drive. And that's what gets you through the 31 miles. That's what gets him so hyper-focused on that one little nodule to put his finger on. And that's what you find in those moments. But without those moments, you don't know what you're capable of because you're living a very structured life without risk. If you want to be great, you want to be the baddest motherfucker ever at what you do, you're going to be misunderstood by everybody. Because you're going to be so fucking obsessed and so driven to get there. That's what it takes.
That's the truth.
It takes every second of your fucking life. Anybody says balance? Yeah, balance is important for a lot of fucking people. It is. But if you want to fucking go to that edge where people do not like you, don't understand you, question everything you fucking do, you've arrived. When you are misunderstood to the point where fucking people think you're psycho and you're nuts and you're this and that, why are you in the fucking gym at 1 o'clock in the fucking morning? You just got through doing an op for fucking 13, 14 hours after Ranger School, man, at the gym. What's wrong? You will never understand what is wrong with me. And that's why I'm so fucking glad you don't, because I'm in the right fucking spot. When people don't understand you anymore, you're in that spot of obsession and drive. Oh, his life is miserable. Who wants to live like that? It's crazy how it's almost like he's sick, he's psychotic. The most frustrating thing in the world for me is when normal people judge a man like myself on what it really takes to extract greatness from nothing. Back in the day, when I was sometimes getting bullied or in a dark place, how sometimes that would have bothered me. How I would want to clap back. I would want to be on there all day explaining myself to people. And how now I'm in a place now where I can hear it and I can actually enjoy it. I can actually know where it's coming from. I've studied it. So I don't just like listen to it and like make fun of it. I actually study it because I was once that negative person. I was once that person who saw someone successful and didn't see how can I get there. I was like, oh, yeah, they're probably cheating or they're probably doing this. I was that negative person because I wasn't there. And I didn't want to work to get there. And all these people were there and they're like, man, you gotta go on social media. And I was like, fuck you, man. Like, I'm not, it's poison. It's poison because I knew what I did to get where I am. And I'm gonna have these people, these normal, everyday people, fat, lazy, exactly who I was, judging me. Cause I know it, cause I was once them. All my hard work, all my dedication, I'm gonna have some normal dude get his little brownie, his little ding dong, ho ho Twinkie, sit there with his coffee, picking me apart. Oh, he must be unhappy. He's just, do you know how hard it is to put these shoes on every damn morning and I'm gonna have you pick me apart? So these people who hate on people, I've studied them. And I've gained a lot of knowledge from them because I gained a lot of knowledge for myself when I was in that dark place. So, yeah, there's so much that goes into this that I was like, fuck this. I never want anything to do with it. So, I have pity on a lot of people. I do. I used to get angry about it. Like, there was this guy, I talked about it on Rogan, this guy from SEAL Team 6 who went out there when I started becoming more famous. He went out there and just tried to destroy me. Tried to literally destroy me. Talked about how, he just totally lied. Had to get a lawyer against him, all kind of shit. And I was getting ready to sue this guy. I was gonna sue him because he literally tried to destroy my character, my reputation. Went out there and just lied his ass off. And I thought to myself, it's about 2 months into it, I sat back and I started feeling sorry for this guy. Like, really sorry for him. I was going to pull a trigger, sue him, and I said, I'm not going to sue this guy. When you have this dialogue in your head, and these people are judging me off of a freaking 1-minute video, and you're constantly your whole life, when you figured it out, 24, I just fucking gotta, and this is just going to suck. Every day is going to suck. And live like that, to be better. And I put it this way, I'm in the water is going over my head, the Pacific Ocean, it's freezing. February, cold as shit. Been through 3 hell weeks. For you to constantly win, when this voice over here, the real you, is saying, get the fuck out of here, go. I said, for you to be this person who comes on and lies and tries to literally tear down everything I've worked for, you are in a very, very bad place. Come to find out, he was. in a very bad mental place. So I get what you're saying. I've learned to study people before I react, because there's no successful person in the world who's in a good headspace that's going to ever attack anyone in that kind of manner. There's always going to be something wrong with them. So you got to always dive a little deeper before you get your feelings hurt, before you get your feelings hurt by that bully at school or that boss at work. Take time. Take that 1 second to pull back and study them. You're nobody. You've always been nobody. And it's true. People don't hear that. That's a true voice. That's the real reality of David Goggins at 24 years old. It's not a false reality. And then you had to create another voice over here that is saying you're better than that other voice. And you're in the freezing cold water that both voices don't want to fucking be in. But you win. And it goes from the water to the studying, to the running, to losing weight, to how you eat, to how you function as a man. Every day of your life, you're winning these battles. Most people who are in good places, they don't care about what you're doing. They don't care about what you're doing. They don't try to destroy you. They actually will try to build you up versus destroy who you are as a person. So that's where I'm at now in life.